Well, here's Devil Anse Hatfield's grave. I don't know who this is beside him. We'll see. We used to play here when I was a kid. They renovated it back in the 80s. Everything was really torn up when I was a kid. This is Troy and Elias Hatfield. They didn't die till the 80s, so that's why their grave is in relatively good shape. But they made Devil Anse. They whitewashed him and put a fence around here. When I was a kid, this grave was all sunken in and had old stones around it. It was really scary. He had the vampire grave. Anyway, this is his and his wife's grave. Has their children named. I don't see her name anywhere. Here's Johnson Hatfield from January 1862 to April 1922. See, these two are old. They've just renovated them. There's some old tombstones here. Right behind me, some really old ones. 1865 to 1896 for Flint Ellis. That must be the father's name. I bet this is Esca L. Ellis. Parents were L.P. Smith and French Ellis. Then there's French Ellis. More Ellises. I don't know who that is over there under the little shed. I might go look here in a little bit. Carl Ellis died 2nd Machine Gun World War I. Is what he did, but he didn't die. He was born 1894, died in 1958. For those of you that don't care for my narrative, tough. Up there's a path coming down the mountain. That's probably the path we used when we were kids. 'Cause we used to come up around the mountain and go down, and then go down to the creek and wade in the creek, 'cause we weren't allowed in the creek. And my aunts and uncles used to leave me up here, and my brother and sister. We were a little younger. As a joke, we learned to never play hide and seek in the cemetery. Here's Ida Pearl Hatfield, beloved wife of Willis Hatfield. It's a very pretty tombstone. Born July 11th, 1894, died July 1st, 1937. Like I said, they renovated this place back in the 80s, which is why there are newer headstones mixed in with the older ones. And the Hatfields also own a monument company, so that could explain part of it too. The family's probably done a lot of work up here. This is probably a really old grave. And right there's another one. This was a baby. John Bogle Browning Jr. Born October 21st, 1927. Died November 23rd, 1927. I want to make my way over here to this tower. It's really sunny and I can't see on this camera too well. I'm not a pro. I just thought it would be fun to document this stuff. There's a headstone turned over. Here's a stone marking the grave. There's another stone. And again, there's the path coming down the mountain. I'm sure that's how we used to get here when I was a kid. It was all grown up back then, though. You had to fight your way through briars and overgrown woods. All kinds of stuff going on. Now there was a sign that used to be here. Apparently it's either worn away by weather or vandals have taken care of it. I have a blog about it somewhere. I'll have to look up exactly what it said. This tombstone says Wise F. Kimmel, 1905-1927, killed by accident. I hate it when that happens. Shouldn't be so flippant about it, though. Probably walking through plenty of poison ivy. I'll regret it tomorrow. Here's Aunt's house. No doubt named after his grandfather or father. 1903, 1935, and Hattie House. It's really hard to tell which way these graves are going. So, I mean, no disrespect stepping on any of this. Shirley Jean Hatfield. Says 1936, probably when she died. Her husband Henry from April 29th, 1925 to June 25th, 1999. I doubt they were husbands. Maybe it's a brother and a sister. I'm not a pro, so I've made my way down here to this little cross, and I want to see what it says. Jarrett Cook. Hopefully it's on the tape, because I can't see a thing. There's no date given, just a name. But anyway, there's Devil Anse statue again. There's a lot more that I've done. Probably all I'm going to do. Hope you've enjoyed my little tour of the Hatfield Cemetery in a little place called Sarah Ann, West Virginia. There's the view. By the way, it's July 4th, 2009, for anybody that wants to know. Here's my smiling face. Hey! Have a great holiday. Bye-bye.